Welcome to 5 a Day with Jay. I am your host, J.R. Murdock. Let's talk about V&A Shipping. As I said, I'm going to do more content. So I wanted to talk about one of the first books I wrote, and since NaNoWriMo is coming up, I thought I'd talk about V&A Shipping. As I said before, I wrote V&A Shipping during NaNoWriMo, almost 90,000 words over the course of 30 days, upon which the Thanksgiving holiday falls in there. It was not easy to write that many words during that time frame, but what was fun about it was where the idea actually had started and why I wanted to write that book. Many people will tell you and have written, don't make a book based off of your D&D characters. Okay, I didn't. I based this off of a game that some friends and I created. Actually, more they created than I created, but Nathan Crowder was actually the one that created the game called Bulldogs. And the game is available out there. I'll link to it in the show notes. But Bulldogs was a role playing game we invented in high school that was loosely based off of the Marvel Superheroes game that allowed you to roll up your own superhero. We decided, well, let's just go one step further and roll up our own aliens because aliens was one of the species you could create. And the whole point of the game was to shoot your way out of situations, shipping things across the galaxy. It was a load of fun. That's where I came up with the concept for V&A Shipping was essentially based off of that game and some of the characters that were in it. My friend Sean and I played our own version of it, and we created Vic and Argmon. Vic was your standard Han Solo type of character. Argmon was almost like a Chewbacca except with four arms. He had a big dog-like creature. I think a combination of Barf from Spaceballs and Chewbacca, and you kind of get the idea. So it was essentially a Han and Chewie kind of story that I started with, but that was as far as the concept of the book went, was just bringing in the characters. The book really doesn't have a lot to do with the game at all, other than shipping stuff across the galaxy, which was a load of fun. The SS Acid Rat was the ship that Vic and Argmon drove around in. V&A Shipping, of course, is just Vic and Argmon. Those are the two. Those are intended to be the two main characters of the book. I'm a pantser. I don't write from an outline usually. If I do, it's a very loose outline. And with V&A Shipping, I didn't write that from an outline. I did what I'm going to do this time for NaNoWriMo, which is just sit down and start typing, see where the story goes, see where it takes me. I think I've determined that I am going to write the Giant Robot Planetary Competition Book 3 this time because I really do want to write that one. But back to V&A Shipping. For whatever reason, I'd always had a story in my head where somebody essentially falls down the rabbit hole. And that's where Joey came from. He was in present day. Vic and Argmon were way in the future. Joey fell down a rabbit hole and wound up with Vic and Argmon trapped in the far future, along with another character I had never intended to write, June. I had never written a female character before this, so June was in there as well. It was an interesting amalgam, and along came a random robot and other random creatures like Gloopnop, Joopnop, that was it. I can remember my own characters. And writing that story in such a compressed time frame, it's got its warts. It definitely is showing of the time that I wrote it because it was written quite some time ago. Again, like I said, I had a blast writing it. And I think the whole purpose of writing it and what I wanted to get out of it, I guess this is the elevator pitch for the book, is it's Star Wars meets Smokey and the Bandit. Always been a huge Star Wars fan. Also, as a child of the 70s, huge Smokey and the Bandit fan. Who doesn't love Burt Reynolds running away from the cops in a Trans Am? Come on, it's just good quality fun. So, of course, there's a sheriff in the book that chases Vic and Argmon and their crew around the galaxy as they're making illegal run after illegal run. It's a police chase. It just doesn't get any more fun than that. But there's also deeper mystery behind it. There's deeper personal events happening with the characters. Again, if you want to listen to, even if you listen to the first chapter, in my list of videos, there's an entire playlist dedicated to it. You can just hit play and have a listen. Enjoy. That's what it's there for. If you'd like to buy a book, again, you can visit jeremurdock.com or ofgnomesanddoors.com. Got links to all my books there. The best ways you can support me in this channel is to hop over there and buy a book. Or just leave a like, leave a comment, tell me you're enjoying what I'm doing. That was 5 minutes. Again, like I said, I'm Jerry Murdock. This has been 5 a Day with Jay. Thank you.